All right, chat. 2027 season. Let's do this, and then maybe we'll go play some NHL 2K10 fun times. A reminder of what these rosters look like. Again, your rotation for the year is Burns, Doss, Jarvis, Carvajal, and Wood, with Jackson Goddard and Caleb Barager as your long relievers. You got RJ Adabovich, Jordan Hicks, Stefan Crichton, and Keenan Middleton. Of course, Hicks and hopefully swap Hicks and Crichton or Middleton around at some point. For yours truly, it is May, Cusick, Honeywell, Benitez, and Cohen, the rookies. Swaycos is now a long reliever. LOL. See, there we go, Chad. I got a long reliever. Lakins is there with Trevor Richards, Crochet, Biesa, and Lucas Sims. So I'm pretty damn happy with my pitching staff, all things considered. Lineup-wise for me, again, I mean, you see who's on the bench. Galoff, Poisson, Soderstrom, Arnaz, Maciel, Pache. Again, it all changes based off of handedness. But again, I am, wow, it actually plays Jared Reyes in right. I mean, he's got great contact. I'm happy with this team. The core is Devers, Alonso, and Acuna. How could I be upset about that? I don't think I could be. And then for your Arizona Diamondbacks, obviously Trey Turner, Marte, Vladdy still there for now. We'll see if he gets any trade offers. Of course, Becerra, Lawler, Donnelly is going to be in at catcher. Hopefully he can stay healthy for you. And then again, on the bench, on and off, Carroll, Bliss, Perdomo, McAlpin, Del Castillo, and Gonzalez. Again, we'll see if trades happen to happen. And in terms of the top prospect list, we've graduated a lot of people. I have the number 4 prospect in baseball, Domingo Villalobos. I also have fresh-faced, fresh out of the draft, instantly to 7th on the list, Kevin Gehringer. You see now why I went after Ronald Acuna, because he, Villalobos, and Gehringer, big chef's kiss. Big chef's kiss. You guys do have Benito Carvajal, though, who is on your roster this year. I have Jose Madrano, my third baseman. And from there, our presence, outside of Austin Harrison at number 49, really falls off. I'm never really going to expect much from Austin Harrison. Shout out to Jackson Joby. Top prospect in baseball right now. So let's roll. Let's do this. A new season. You guys are ranked 3rd, apparently. 1st in contact, 2nd in speed. I am ranked 4th. All of a sudden, these Athletics are looking pretty damn good. Trade blocks are still active, so let's get to simming. We'll follow along with you guys. Again, both teams have a ton of pressure on them to make the playoffs, as we have both received important messages. But they're not trade messages, so I don't care. Let's see. I get the first trade offer of the year from the Padres. Christian Pache for Samuel Infante. 25C and a 73. Outright utility man. I gotta be honest, that's a horrible trade from a standard perspective, but Pache hasn't even been playing for me. And last year, he's shit at the plate. He is shit at the plate. I just need to get rid of him. It sheds some salary. Gotta be honest, I don't know if I'm going to get anything better. I'm going to take it just to get Christian off of the roster. So, done deal. Hate to move on from him for somebody so cheap, but I pretty much have to do it. And I will immediately put Infante down in AAA. I mean, he's terrible, but I just needed to get Pache off of my roster. So, we will do that. We will drop Infante down to AAA. Infante can run. Most people can. Most people can. That's not really a selling point. It's not really a selling point for me. So that will open up the space to call up a long reliever. And that will be Gunnar Hoagland. Not Connor, but Gunnar Hoagland. Although in fairness, Tommy Tucker. It's Tommy Tucker time. It is Tommy Tucker time, baby. There we go. Very excited about that. Carlos Franco is there. I have not played Road to the Show yet tonight. I hopefully will get the opportunity to. Hopefully. All right, so there we go. My first deal's in the books. I'm at 4-8. You guys are at 3-8. We both suck ass. for whatever reason. Let's follow along with Oakland. I get another trade, this one from the Astros. Armenteros for shortstop Jeremy Pena. I wasn't expecting him to be that good in terms of OBR. He's really struggling at the plate. Makes 2 points. Ooh, no. Not with how that money's going up. Nope. No, thank you. I'd like to get rid of Armenteros, but not for that. I'm sitting at 10 and 13. You guys are 9 and 12. We both suck. Neither of us have an excuse to make the playoffs. I get another trade. Maciel for Jalen Miller, who is an 84. Has 1 arbitration year left after this. Honestly, though, he's too good. I don't have space for a guy like that at all. I don't. So I'm going to have to decline that, too, as I continue to try to move outfielders off of this team. No offers for you guys yet, and still no, as I get one from the Mets. Luis Guillorme, who was also getting paid way too. I'm not a fucking charity here. Jesus. What are these offers right now? My God. You guys finally get an offer. It's from the Cardinals, and it's for Vladdy. It's for a 74 overall reliever at 32 years old. So basically, guys, you might want to take it. He's still declining. You honestly might want to take that. He's continually getting worse. I would take that deal. I'm not even joking. He's down to an 86. That money is only going up. I would honestly take that deal. Vladdy's also underperforming at the plate. I don't know what happened to him, but he is in free fall. I would honestly take that deal to get out from underneath that contract. As insane as that is. We'll leave it up to a poll. I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is going to be. You might have to refresh to get it to show up in chat. I would take that. You have Buddy Kennedy there for the moment. Buddy Kennedy can fill that role for now. Ooh, we also have Gallegos injured. You don't know if you're going to get another offer for him. And his numbers have only gotten worse over the year and a half that he's been here. Every single attribute has declined with the exception of now 5 steal. And again, he has struggled to start this season. He's already struck out 41 times. Look at that money. Let's see what you guys think. It's looking like we're taking it. I'm shocked. I'm as shocked as you are, guys. Like, that shouldn't have to be the case. But it is a done deal. Ryan Helsley. Who was doing damn good this year. For Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to get out from underneath that contract. He really did just take the payday and say, fuck it, I'm out. No, he's not. Well, I mean, technically, he just hasn't gotten the games as a position player. He can't hit worth a damn. Done deal. Vladdy and moving like Red Sox, Pablo Sandoval. Basically, yeah. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been traded. As insane as that is, but again, you guys had to get out from underneath that contract. You had to do it. I don't know what it was and why he was struggling so much for you guys, but his overall was in free fall. His numbers were falling off too. Now you got Buddy Kennedy at first base. So again, it's not bad. He's like an 83 rated third baseman that you moved over. So at the very least now, I mean, as it is, you're struggling. You're under 500 for fuck's sake. That is going to leave you with a decent amount of money. You have a decent amount of money to spend next year. I mean, again, that's insanity. He's still only showing up as an 86 right now as a Cardinal. So we'll see what happens, but some shocking moves already, to say the least. I got an offer from the Mets, Maciel for no. Fuck off. Fuck off. 10 days away from the draft. I am 28 and 27. You guys are also at 500. Well, maybe we'll turn it around. All right, so the day before the draft, you guys are at 33 and 29. Last in the division. Only 4 games back, though, the Rockies. I am at 30 and 32. In a terrible, terrible division. So both of us are continuing to struggle like hell. Let's go to the drafts. And let's see what happens, as you guys will have the 12th pick, and I will have the 19th. So the latest that both of us have drafted. Or the earliest for you and the latest for me. There's a bunch of people off the board. And for the first time, we get to see... You guys did get better once Vladdy left. For the first time, we get to see your scouts' information first. I get double scout info. How nice. How nice is that? How nice is that? Can even trade picks. Not out right now. All right. Well, let's move up here. And let's see what your scouts think. So, we start off at catcher, and LOL, not that you need a catcher, but Manuel Lopez. He's 21 and 4 years out. Yeah, he's not going to be very good. And again, hey, if you plan on entering our raffle, make sure you're paying attention, or that you're ready to, mingle amongst yourselves. Again, you guys are a team. You guys are a team here. You have Richard Cordova, who's 19 and 4 years out, so he's meh. He's meh. Eric Sims, 21, 4 years out, also potentially meh. Luther Watkins is 20 and 4 years out, so again, he'll be ready at 24 or older. Same thing for these other guys. They are at least 4 years out. That's pretty rough. It's pretty rough at catcher, but again, you don't need a catcher. First baseman. You have Urban, whatever, who's terrible. Burrs is terrible. Kaminsky's probably terrible. Nobody at first base, really. I mean, the 21-year-old who will be ready by 25 or older, that's rough. Rough year to apparently not have any first baseman, according to your scouts. Second base, Angel Murillo. It's a rather incomplete report, but 18 and 4 plus years out. 21, 4 years out for Loftus. 24. Wow, this is awful. Your scouts really did take the year off. This is brutal. Third base. Cervantes is 20 and 4 years out. Wow. And then Cora is 21 and 3 years out, so he'll still be ready at like age 24. Sanchez, Vasquez, Macaulay, that same deal. He'll be ready around age 24 or so. Your scouts to be believed. Shortstops. 19, 4 years away, Ethan Aliz. Cora, maybe I can show you. I mean, he's looking okay. He's not looking outrageous. Let's see who else is there. But again, Ali is at shortstop. Aside from that, Jordan Fuller. You have Jordan Fuller. 19 and 3 years out. The record Ali is just really fast. Don't worry about secondary positions. It's a toss-up. The info almost always changes. Fuller's okay. Good fielder first. That batting is that batting's pretty rough. Look at the problem is I'm only looking at people that I think are decent. There's nobody really all that decent. I have 5 players listed down before we got the shortstops, and they're all meh. Like, they're all players that you don't really have to worry about right now. In lefts, well, there you go. Not that you need a left fielder, but Daniel Palmer, 19, apparently ready next year, but it's only a half bar for Daniel Palmer. And then Luis Ramirez is pretty meh. What the fuck did your scouts do? In center, 19, 4 years away, Herbert McGregor. You remember how someone's like, Tugi, you're due for a bad draft. I think we're both due for a bad draft. There is Lantigua, who is 18 and apparently 2 years out. For the center fielder, Joel, or probably Yoel Lantigua. You also have Steve Taylor, who is 20 and 3 years out, the Texan. Again, good speed, good defense. And then 18 years old, 4 years out, Patrick Leaf Erickson. And that is about it, because Tim Driver's 4 years out at 22. In right, well, you know, Cruz isn't that great. Steve Escobar. 21 years old, 3 years out. Looks to have a good power game. Steve Escobar to Puerto Rico. Aside from that, Isaiah Dell. 20 years old, 3 years away. Could also be okay. Bit of a weird attribute lineup there. 20 years old, 4 years away. Kevin Calderon, who is Robbie Hardy. So for position players, holy shit. Did your scouts not really find anybody? For pitchers, start off with closers as we do. Sean Cameron, 23 and 2 years away. 93 mile an hour four-seamer. You also have Kevin Hutchinson, who is 19, 3 years away. Monk, I do have Parsec, so I already have an account. I'm good to go there. Then you also have Marcellus McIntyre, who is 20 and ready next year, apparently. 20 and ready next year, not with the highest potential in the world. Outright relievers. Martinez is 21 and at least 4 years away. He's 23 and 4 years away. 22 and 4. Holy shit. Mullins might be the first reliever worth paying attention to. He's 20 and 4 years away. Benny Traynor is 20 and 2 years away. Yeah, this draft has been easily the worst we've seen so far. Benny Traynor might not be brutal. 21 and 3 years away, Johan Mota. The Bears, it's happening. Mota. Can't field over there. Fair enough, Monk. Damian Elliott. He's 19 and 2 years away. It is the 12th overall pick, by the way. So, yeah, this is pretty rough. Thad McCann. Also looks okay. He's 18 and 4 years away. Hernandez is 21 and apparently ready next year. Ryan Hernandez. Maybe it is worth taking a reliever early on because, my God, what other choice do you got? And then for the starters, what the fuck were your scouts doing? You have Noah Vargas, who is 21 and 2 years away, showing up as a 75. 21, 4 years away, 21, 4 years away, 24 and 3 years away, 22, 23. These guys are 21 and 4 years away. Wow. Well, all I can say is to whoever's going to enter the raffle to try and get, make the selection for your team, good fucking luck. This is abysmal. This is absolutely abysmal. Again, you have the 12th overall pick here. The word in chat is pick. This is, oof. Fucking oof. Again, hopefully my scouts found some people, because right now, I don't even know who I'd take. I don't even know who the hell I'd take. So, all I can say here is good luck, chat. Early bird gets the worm. Let's make the call. The pick belongs officially to Loca. Loco, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? At this point, you have to go for best available. You can't go for need. It's get whoever the hell you can out of this draft because this is awful. Absolutely awful. So it is Loca's call. Seeing a lot of shouts for Lantigua, the center fielder. 2 years out at 18 years old. A lot of shouts for Lantigua. Pretty fast as well at a 6.33. I mean, you did draft a catcher in the first round last year. Joel Lantigua is the pick. Fair enough. It shows where it's at that you got to risk it on a guy who's shown up at 75 potential early on. In terms of who's off the board, Manuel Lopez. Tim Driver in center field. Elijah Chapman in center. Ozzie Gutierrez at short. Lorenzo Nieto in right. And Tom Reyes as a reliever. I didn't have a single one of those guys on my list. Let's see what my scouts did. At catcher, fucking nobody. Fucking nobody. My scouts don't like Cordova at all. At first base, Kaminsky, 21, 4 years out. Like Sean Polito, 22, 3 years out. Holy shit, what were our scouts doing? Uh-huh. Second baseman, Angel Murillo. My scouts liked him a lot. Your scouts thought he was okay. There's Sean Loftus, who's 4 years out. Donnell Ramirez. Hello to Donnell Ramirez. 21, ready next year, apparently. I don't believe that. He can't field worth a shit. There's also William Wagner, who was 19 and 4 years out. Andy Platini. Andy Plantini. Plantano. He's at 65 potential. He's shit. Third base. Michael Rolls. That's it. Who was 19 and 4 years out. You could maybe argue Stanley Mills. Rolls looks fucking terrible. What is this draft? Was there a real life draft? Did all the best baseball players go in the fucking army? Like, what the fuck is this? Wow. Shortstops. Jamal Smith, maybe. Oh, man. I mean, he's 20 years old, 4 years away. There is Brian Bermudez, 18 and 4 years away. In left, Douglas Garrett, Luis Ramirez. Fucking nobody, man. Oh my god. In center, literally nobody. Literally nobody. And then in right, Elton Haffey. Elton Haffey's 18, 4 years away. Apparently a decent potential, but his overall is going to suck. Kevin Calderon, Hardy. You got Sam Short. Maybe a good fielder first. Like, 22 and apparently ready next year. Then Earl Jones is 19, 4 years out. This is awful. In terms of relievers. All right, well, my scouts found a couple of decent people here, apparently. Lawrence Ramirez, 19. He's going to be ready in 3 years. Kevin Hutchinson's 19 and apparently ready next year. I mean, he's going to be 24 by the time he's ready. McIntyre. Also looks to be decent. Ready next year at 20 years old. Outright reliever Steve Navarre. 18 and apparently ready next year. Interesting. There's also Santiago, who's 22, ready in 3 years. Antoine Cruz, who is 22 and apparently ready next year. AJ, what's happening, dude? We're doing pretty good. Eric French, who is 22 and apparently ready next year. Reggie Gibson, 18, ready in 4 years. Fernando Fernandez, 19 and apparently ready next year. I don't know if I trust that at all, but could be the case. And then for starters, apparently my scouts liked pitching. Jay Castaneda, 21 years old, apparently ready next year. 21 years old, ready in 2 years, Robbie Stone. 24, ready next year, John Gordon. 22, ready next year, Kenny Cox. 21, ready next year, Alberto Quintana. 19, ready in 4 years, Cecil Liss. And that's it. Okay. Well, what a spot we find ourselves in here. I'm very intrigued by Navarre. I'm very intrigued by some of the starters. My scouts really liked Murillo. I don't, though. Alright. I am gonna go with my gut here. And, I'm gonna go for the starter. Very tempted to take the reliever, but I'm gonna go for the starter. I'm gonna take Jay Castaneda. Or am I? My bullpen's getting old. Steve Navarre, fuck it. Let's risk it for the reliever. Why not? We'll take Stevie Navarre. As I have a competitive balance round pick here, so let's see who's off the board. Douglas Garrett in left. Kevin Calderon in right. Russell Robertson as a reliever. Michael Rolls at third base. Michael Rolls at third base, who is out. Douglas Suzuki, Emmett Short as a starter. Stevie Taylor in center field. Marcellus McIntyre as a closer. Sammy James as a closer. William Pena at shortstop. And Roger Burrs at first. And Mark Kubek as well. So, needless to say now, I can take whoever the hell else I want here, which is pretty nice. It looks like the decision that I was making. But I'm not going to have to worry about it. Because I can take who I was tempted to take the first time. It's probably going to be Castaneda. I'm tempted by Murillo. He might have a good potential, but man, he's 4 years out. I'm going to take Jay Castaneda. I'm going to get both guys that caught my eye with that pick. We're taking Castaneda. Let's see who else is off the board. Eric French is gone. I liked him. He looked pretty good. Enrique Maldonado at center. Mario Almanzar at right. Kevin Hutchinson as a closer. Very tempted to take him too. Isaiah Dell in right. Fernandez. Fernando Fernandez is gone. Juan Gonzalez as a reliever. Benny Traynor also off the board. I hope I made the right choice with the reliever I took and the starter I took. Kenny Cox also off the board. We are going to be in dire straits late in this. Estevan Quezada in center. Garrett Kaminsky at first base. Toby Gutierrez at catcher. William Wagner at second is gone. And Newton McDermott at third. So that brings up you guys. The pick belongs to Fremb. The Frame. Good luck. Good luck as you see who your scouts have left here. Some of the 80s. Hopefully, again, you have a name in mind. The right fielder's still there. This is who's in right at this stage. This is going to be a real interesting draft. Going to be a real interesting draft at this stage. I don't know who the hell we end up taking at this rate. I don't know who we end up taking. He's going for Sam Short. He's taking the outfielder, Sam Short. Locks it in. In terms of who else is off the board. Wow, I didn't have a second round pick. Wow, a lot of people just went off the board. I'm not used to not having second round picks. I'm used to getting the compensation picks, not losing them. So Pedro Sanchez is gone at third. Robbie Hardy in right. Frank Vasquez at third. Ryan Conley at short. Eric Sims at catcher. Angel Murillo at second. That might have been a big mistake to not take him. John Gordon is gone as a starter. Philip Amasa in left. Sammy Cora at third. Also gone. Scott Wall as a starter. Jason Donovan at short. Lloyd Caruso at short. Mackenzie Adams in right. And Clay Durham at second. Davis, good to see you, buddy. We'll get some games in for sure after this draft. Frankie Wagner as a reliever. Billy Vargas as a reliever. Frank Campaneris at closer. Charlie Kaminsky, the reliever. Joe Mullins. Derek Doyle. And Federico Salinas at third. Competitive balance round B. Adrian Ramirez at first. Rob Davison as a reliever. Noah Vargas as a starter. Take him off my list. Wendell Pappas as a starter. Luis Martinez as a reliever. Jay Martin at catcher. And Sean Polito, the only first baseman I had on my list. Then Ronnie Ramirez at second base, the only second baseman I had left on my list. Rick Bermudez as a starter. Loftus at second. Aaron Parra as a reliever. Steven Escobar in right. Had him on my list. Patrick Erickson in center. Gary Ryan in right. Jackie Schneider at second. Carlos Vasquez at third. Will Reyes at third. And Donnell Ramirez at second. So, chat, good luck. The pick belongs to Ouch. And in terms of dudes left that your scouts liked, yeah, Cordova, Ethan Alez at shortstop. And actually no other 80s, then you're down to 75s. Those are the highest rated dudes left according to your scouts. So you can of course defer to chat. But this is a very interesting situation. Again, starter-wise, there's really not too many guys that your dudes happen to like. There are a few relievers left. Again, your scouts only had information on Cameron. He's saying that he likes Stone. Robbie Stone, the starting pitcher. Again, though, your scouts had no information on him whatsoever. Who will it be? It is Ouch's call for who gets taken. We go from one of the best drafts top to bottom for both of us to what could be the worst. He's going for Robbie Stone. The starting pitcher is gone. I think that's a good pick, to be honest. We also see Gerald Rocker at second base off the list. Richard Pena as a starter. Nunn at first base. Cedeno at second. Donovan Ramirez in the center field spot, and then Nick Worth at first. So I almost just randomly drafted a dude. Okay. Let's see. Let's see who we got here. Let's see who we got. Okay. Tough call. It's a tough call. We are gonna go for who I think is the last We're going to go for who I think is the last good starter in this draft. I'm going to take Alberto Quintana. Just to lock down the starting pitching. Alright, let's see who went off the boards after that. George Cloven at second base. John Bird as a reliever. You have Russell Nelson as a starter. Henry Santiago as a reliever is gone. Jamal Smith at shortstop. Michael Marquez at catcher. Randall Cruz in right. Kevin Castro as a reliever. Hector Vasquez at third. Johan Mota and Barrett there at second. You got Ramirez in right off the board. Mitch Pena as a starter. Aparicio as a reliever. Thad McCann as a reliever. Henry Ramirez at first base. Burrell and Cruz as relievers. Watkins at catcher. Dustin Diaz at center field. Campaneris as a reliever. And Stanley Mills at third. The next pick belongs to Black Pizza. Pizza, again, it's getting to be an interesting situation here. It's getting to be an interesting situation here. I'm saying shout out closers. Those closers have stuck around for a long time, which is the only thing that concerns me. If the AI have stayed away from them for that long, what does it mean? Will Lawrence Ramirez be the pick? Seems to be popular. Will Lawrence Ramirez be the guy? Done deal. Lawrence Ramirez is the pick. Again, your scouts didn't like him. Mine did. So after that, Carmen Chavez as a reliever. Morales as a starter. Aliz at shortstop. Andreas Guerrero at second. Lantigua at second. And Mario Tavares as a reliever. So Oakland's up again. This is the time to take the shot. Elton Haffey is going to be the pick. He's still there. He's still there at 18 years old. He might have a good potential. I'm going to take Elton Haffey. Just to risk it. I mean, 4th round is the time to try to take someone just for potential. So after Haffey went off the board, Henry Greer at catcher. Miguel Montalvo in left. Daniel Palmer. He was the other guy I was tempted to take, but your scouts liked him. Mine didn't. So I went for Haffey over Palmer. We'll see if I made the right choice. Cosmo's a closer. Munoz as a starter. Cordova as a catcher. Thad Machado at closer. Ford Odom as a starter. Jordan Fuller at shortstop. Herbert McGregor at center field. And Dorta at shortstop. 5th round is Urban. First base, Ochoa as a starter. Victor Valentine in right. Kobayashi as a reliever. Dorta at catcher. Earl Jones in right. Hernandez as a reliever. I had him on my list as a pretty good option too. Sandy Dunn as a reliever. Hayashi, Turnwall, and Gibson. That brings up Arizona again. The pick belongs to... Oh, Loca already had his. Broken wheelchair. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Indeed, Chad is right that Sean Cameron is still there. Cameron, lock it in. He wastes no time. Sean Cameron is the pick. After that, Johnny Silva at first base. Elliot Strawberry at starter. Johnny Guzman as a catcher. Platini at second. McGregor in left. And Brian Wong as a reliever. So, that leaves a few options for me. It does leave a few options. I am going to go for Damian Elliott, the reliever. And we go to the final round. So after Elliott is Chavez at second, Harvey Hughes at third, Johnny Tanner at starter, Cody Parker as a reliever, Joe Rodriguez and Nino Veras in center, Coleman Matson at shortstop, Suzuki as a reliever, Johnny Stanley, Steve Villanueva, and Steven Melendez at shortstop. Then you got Morales at first, Benitez and Mota at center field, Martins at second, Blake, Vesperis as relievers, Mercado as the starter, Rodriguez at catcher, Adams, Owen, and McCallum as relievers are gone. So, final pick belongs to Warrior.
Oh, good!
Here in the 6th round. Matt Young, thank you for the follow. I mean, there is a guy there that your scouts kind of like. He is 21. I mean, again, this is who you have info on at this stage. It is up to Warrior. People are shouting out first base, but there's nobody left at first base. So, rough spot to be in. Rough spot to be in at this stage. Just got to try to go for who you think will be the best. And McCauley is there. 21, ready in 3 years. I mean, it is the 6th round. You're just taking a shot in the dark. Boss, what's up? How are you? The choice is one person and one person alone. Warrior, what are you thinking? Can you strike gold right here at the end? There's Sabres game. Nice. All right, he goes for Matthew McCauley. I feel like that's a pretty good pick. And the Padres take who I was going to take, that being Cecil Liss, right before I could get him. Means I have 3 people left. Either the third baseman, Cervantes, who your scouts didn't mind, Brian Bermudez, or the right fielder who is gone. All right, so it's Bermudez or Cervantes. Unless I go for Luis Ramirez, which, meh. I mean, it's going to be Brian Bermudez. So, Brian, come on down. You are my final pick, and that will do it for a very controversial 2027 entry draft. And as per usual, we'll take a look at your results first. Find it more interesting to do it that way. We will stay up here as well. Braves skipped their final pick. They had too many picks. Compensation picks because of Acuna. All right. Let's see what we got here. We'll turn it over to this. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. And your first player, Lantigua. 18C and a 63 for Yoel Lantigua. 12th overall. That is rough. He is fast, and that is about it. Oof. Your second pick, Sam Short, 22C and a 62. Or 65, excuse me, at 22. Yeah, being a 65 at 22 is kind of rough. He's 10 overall points away from being Major League ready. Third pick, Robbie Stone, 21B and a 65. That's certainly better than what you had with Sam Short. Granted, different positions. So Stone's okay, especially because he was, what, compensation, if not second, third round. So that's okay. That's okay. Lawrence Ramirez, 19A and a 69 overall for the closer. Wow. The AI let him slip. I liked other players more than him. Lawrence Ramirez. Maybe the gem of the draft. You guys needed that. It started off pretty rough with Lantigua. Meh with Short, but Stone and Ramirez, good picks. Sean Cameron, meh. 23C and a 64. He'll probably never make it. And then we know Matthew McCauley was a bit rough. So, Lantigua, very meh. Short, very meh. Stone, solid. Ramirez, slam dunk. You could have gotten that guy in the first round and have been happy with that. But, yeah, Lawrence Ramirez makes that worth it for you guys. That was a slam dunk. For your Oakland Athletics, here we go. Steve Navarre, 18B and a 65. That's okay. You got a better closer in the third round or fourth round than I did in the first. He's okay, though. He's solid. 18B and a 65 is pretty damn good. That overall at that age is really solid. He's not as good as your reliever or your closer. That's still a solid pick. Whereas Jay Castaneda sucks. Boy, were my scouts wrong. 21C and a 63. That is very meh. That's like Sam Short meh. Ugh. Alberto Quintana. Oh my god. Okay, at least he's a 68 at 21, but also a C potential. Elton Haffey, 18B and a 50. This might be the first draft you guys win since the first one. And then Damian Elliott is complete trash. And so is Brian Bermudez. Congratulations, chat. You just won that draft. Tunks, it's on my second channel. TWOGIE24. Yeah, you guys won that draft. You won it off of the back of that closer. So I will sign Steve Navarre. And I might as well sign all these guys. Haffey was so close to being an A. I really did need him to be an A. That was a god-awful draft for everyone involved. I'm not even going to bother signing Elliott or Bermudez. Oof. Horrible draft for everybody. I'm happy with Navarre. But aside from that, man, we both essentially got one good player in this draft. And your good player was better than my good player by a couple of potential points. So... All things considered, chat, we both did well given the circumstances. You guys do get the nod for your closer, though. Let's be honest. I'm expecting this draft to be complete shit. Daniel Palmer, oof, 1965 and an 88. I think we were both kind of eyeing him up as somebody worth taking. Eric Sims was only a 51. Fucking oof. McIntyre was a 71 at 21 years old, but only a C. Kevin Hutchinson, 1971 and a B potential. I'm only going to pay attention to the B potentials, but... Oof. Marlins got nobody with a B potential whatsoever. The Mets got nobody with a B potential whatsoever. The Phillies got Manny Lopez, but he's only a 51 at 21. Sanchez is a horrible overall. Rocker's a horrible overall. George James, 1869 and an A. That's very good. Urban's terrible because he's 24. Any picks of the Braves get? No. Vinny Bates is only a 49. At least he's young. Kenny Cox is a 67. Can not so great. Kobayashi. I mean, they're okay because they're 18, I guess, actually. Joe Harris is terrible. Wagner's at least young. Man, this was a god-awful draft. Cardona's only a 61 at 22. Logan's a 63 at 20. That's not abysmal. And even Benny Traynor was only a C. Maria was a 52 at 18 years old. Should have gone for him. He did have that A potential. Campaneris is a 59 at 20 years old. Also not too bad. I already know how you guys did. Burris was terrible. Kenzie Adams is only a 56. McGregor's a 55 at 19. Yeah, for the most part, this was a god-awful draft. Alyssa's a 56. At least none of us took Frank Vasquez, who's a D. Elise is a 51 at 19. Vasquez is a 54 at 21. Billy Ochoa, it was a good pick. 68, 19 years old, B potential. Trowbridge, 64 at 18, 92. Not bad at all for the Red Sox. Gibson's pretty low overall. Yeah, all things considered, this was probably the worst draft that we've seen across the league. This has been awful. Cordova's a 55. Whew, Steve Taylor's a 64. That's not that bad. Cruz only a 53. Shadow, man. Whew. Cardenas wasn't too bad for the White Sox. I don't think either of us had the chance to draft him. He went early. Yeah, all things considered, Victor Navarro's not bad. All things considered, this draft sucked. A lot of picks for the Tigers. They did fucking nothing with it. My God. Kansas City. Terrible. Eric Paul went early. Good pick for the Twins. Patrick Erickson was okay. Dave McCall is terrible. He's only a 45. My God. Angels didn't get a single B potential player or better. Yeah, that was god-awful. That was atrocious across the board. We each got a good reliever. That's all we got. That's all we got, Chad, is a good reliever.